Hello, fight fans, and welcome to Rugged Rob's Combat Corner, where combat is always king. I'm your host, the one and only Rugged Rob, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of The Corner. And this is a very special week because I have a very special guest, the SW1, Security of the First World, Charles Garner III. What's going on, brother?
Not much, bro.
Okay, now, he did me a favor. It's early in the morning, and he came straight from work to come in and do the interview. So I really appreciate that. And to give you, I'm going to let Charles talk about himself, but to give you a little background, as I know it about Charles, he's been in the game for a while. He did something incredible in the 2017 Golden Gloves. He came out, he fought 141 the previous year, and then he came out and fought in a 152-pound division, won the Buffalo Golden Glove tournament, went to the Nationals in Lafayette, Louisiana, showed out, did a great job, and now in 2018, he's going back down to 141. And I got to ask you, Charles, why is that? Why are you going back down to 141?
Well, my original weight is 141.
Mm-hmm.
I only went up to 152 just to test my strength because I was supposed to go pro last year, but due to certain circumstances, I'm not able to go pro until, I guess, after this Golden Gloves tournament. Okay. So I'm about to go back down to 141, win it, and win Nationals this time. Because we all see how it went at 152 in Nationals. I should have won that, but I'm pretty confident I'm gonna win that national title this time.
Now going to 152, okay. You came up. Did you feel that the same power that you had at 141? Did it affect like the fighters the same?
I feel like I had way more power because I didn't have to worry about dieting, making weight every day. Mm-hmm. I got to lift weights and actually like power lift.
You was chiseled up in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Right?
So I got to do that, and I got to eat what I want. Mm-hmm. So most of the people when you fight, they dieted. Mm-hmm. So like if you're not dieting, you got somewhat of the upper hand. They got upper hand because they naturally bigger, but you got the upper hand because you don't got to worry about dieting. All you got to do is worry about training. So that's all I'm worried about.
Okay. Well, if I can play devil's advocate, some people may say you're going back down to 141 because 152 is stacked this year. You got Tracy Magruder coming back. You know he's after your head because you beat him in the first round. It was close. I was there, and I got the films. It was close. I think I'm not a judge, but it could have went either way. If they gave it to him, I still would have said it was a close fight. But he felt he won the fight. I talked to him. He felt he won the fight, and he's coming back with a vengeance, man. I don't know if you follow him on Facebook.
Nah.
But he's always in the gym. He's at the Fight Factory in Rochester, New York, and they get excellent work out there. So, I believe Tracy Magruder is coming back with a vengeance. So you're going to go down to 141. Now, take me through that fight with Tracy Magruder, because he was the 2016 champion, Buffalo Golden Glove champion. He represented us in the National Golden Gloves in 2016. You move up in weight to his weight division, and you guys fight in the first round. You beat him, and he can't return as champion. Now, tell me about that fight.
Oh, well.
I know it's a long time ago, so
no. It's cool. I remember all my fights.
Okay, go ahead.
So, basically, the difference between him and everybody else that I fought is he's not, like, aggressive at all. He's like a counter puncher. So it's like you just got to be able to outthink someone, basically, if they're a counter puncher. So if they're not aggressive, in most amateur fights, they're looking for you to be aggressive. Mm-hmm. So he might throw one punch. You could throw two punches. If I land two punches, that means I'm winning. You losing.
So, Tracy been on the scene for quite a while, and he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's one of the better fighters in our region. Now, you had no you had no concerns about stepping in the ring with him or anything?
Nah,
You just thought he was just a counterpuncher and he didn't throw a lot of punches.
I just thought he's just too patient. He fights like a pro. Not that that's bad, depending on who you in there with. But one, I'm not scared of anybody. Two, I adapt to people.
Okay.
So, like you could see in a fight, like it was close. Yeah, I didn't blow him out, or whatever, but I adapted enough to beat him. So,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't-
he's in our region. He's like one of the elite fighters. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen him from sub-novice, novice. He's been around for a while, and he's the guy, just like yourself. He's the guy that put in the work. So
Yeah.
he deserves whatever he gets. But it was very unfortunate that you guys had to run into each other.
Yeah, the first round.
One person had to go, and you had a pretty good fight in the finals. I mean, I think it was either from Syracuse or Albany. Was he from Syracuse?
He was from Albany.
He was from Albany?
Yeah.
And he was a good fighter. He was a strong kid. But,
Yeah, he was. I think he was just, I don't know. Either he just like underestimated me like everybody else, or he was just like too full of himself. Cause he definitely like one moment, we could put that out there that it was I gave him his props after the fight, saying that he did good. The next thing you know, I'm hearing, oh, he got robbed, this and that. But then when you look at the video, he's holding me most of the fight. That's the difference between Tracy and him. Tracy didn't hold me. Like, Tracy probably held me like one time.
Okay.
He actually held me like a lot. So clearly he wasn't gonna win the fight. Like you can't win a fight by consistently holding someone.
Okay. So we were in Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm the official videographer for the Buffalo Golden Glove. So I travel with the team when they go to nationals. And we went out. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Loved our accommodation, boy. First class. But anyway, you had a good time, and you really did well.
Yeah.
You did well for yourself, and I think you surprised a lot of people out in Louisiana at the nationals. Now, how many fights did you? You won 2 fights, or?
I won 2. Well, technically 3, but the
You think
third
you got
fight,
robbed?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I got robbed. The guy I fought even told me that. Like he said, if he lost, he would have been able to accept it because nobody else in the tournament gave him a good fight like how I gave him a good fight. And I watched the film over and over. Everybody else watched it over and over. And I clearly threw more punches, backed him up more, applied more pressure.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference. The difference between nationals, when I fought in nationals, and when I fought in the States, 152 gloves is I completely leveled up when it was at nationals. I threw way more punches. I looked way more sharper.
Yeah.
Like I adapted. Like I be trying to tell people, I adapt.
That's one thing about the national tournament. Either you go, you see the competition that motivates you to be better, or you just get scared and shrivel up. I've seen it both ways. You know what I mean?